I stream to a community every morning. I can't come on your show every week. They're like, well, how much do you want? I'm like, that doesn't matter how much. I'm not. What are you talking about? Yeah, still bouncing at that LVN. Yeah, we have a lot of people here using Funded Neck, Sarge. It's a great firm. $1 million. That's a good way to get them to stop hassling me, I guess. Just ask for a ridiculously high amount of money, and then that will probably make them leave me alone about it. Holy smokes. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? What just happened there? Holy crap. That was wild. If you were short, you were probably very unhappy. If you were long, that would have been a nice surprise. Crazy squeeze. A lot of opportunities, guys. A lot of good opportunities today. Much better than yesterday. Much better volatility today. I need volatility. That grindy one point at a time price action, man, that's the worst. Yeah, exactly. I need volatility. I need stuff to move. Yesterday, obviously, it moved, but in the manner it was moving makes it very difficult for me to trade. So welcome to our new members. We do have a lot of new members. Welcome, everybody. Glad to have you here. We're trading the VWAP Wave System. I know you guys have a lot of questions. We do group coaching on Thursdays. We do a Q&A on Sundays. We trade live every morning. I also trade in the evenings, Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. I'll be doing it tonight. That's also a good opportunity to ask questions. Generally, live trading in the morning is not the best time to ask a lot of questions because I am trading myself. That looked like a return to value back test, didn't it? It's kind of scary, but it's a setup. What's it do here? This is the low volume node. It's got to stay below. Stay below. Come on now.
One minute remaining. I'll be leading with the conference board's consumer confidence.
Stay below it. I'm out. Yeah, Delta's definitely picked up to the upside here. But this could just be a short squeeze. I mean, I can't tell you guys how many big shorts are hunting this top. You think just retail traders do that stuff. Not true.
Seconds.
There's probably some big
94.6, 94.
hedge funds trying to short this thing.
composite index.
This is not from yesterday, no, because we're at all-time highs up here. So we're actually above yesterday's price action, Mastro. So there is no data up here from yesterday. Right? Yesterday is all the way down here. This is only today. Keep wanting to call him Maestro. Mastro. Thank you, Maestro. I'm going to call you Maestro. It'll be easier. Consumer confidence a little higher than forecast. That's good. So we had a look at this on Dow.
Was revised up to 95.6 from 94.6.
VWAP bounce all the way up to upper band. And then back down again. Fade value area extreme. Nice setups on Dow. Gold approaching VWAP here. And weekly lower band. I don't know if I want to short gold above the initial balance though. Especially after that sell-off. So I'm going to stay away from that. Could work.
Seeing the ECB settled 1.9 trillion euros.
Morning, manhood.
On purchases, 253.
DDT says, how come my VWAP doesn't look like yours? Well, how in the world would I know? You got to give me a lot more information than that. I know literally nothing about your VWAP. What you're doing, what platform, your settings.
Conference board report then 12-month inflation expectations remain somewhat elevated. Up 5.9%.
It's like you're asking me to guess what you're doing wrong. Thanks, Greg. Good work. Yeah, the consolidation begins, and that's okay because we have setups for that, Chuck. We have setups for the consolidation. We're not just trend traders here. Lower your profit target aspirations. Fade the value area extremes. Base hits.
We have posted the US Conference Board's Consumer Confidence October report on the feed for those interested.
Morning, Ghost Trader. Oh, Byron. Sounds, Byron, that you do really well with continuation and you get chopped up in balanced markets, from what I've noticed. So when the market conditions are conducive to how you see the market and what you like to do, you do well. When the market does otherwise, you get chopped up. So you got to have to get better at being able to determine what market condition we're in and trade accordingly or stay out. Yeah, breaking rules. Breaking rules. Man, it's tempting to short this, isn't it? No, we're above the LVN. I'm going to stay up. It looks kind of like it could be long, but not a fan. I'm going to wait for some more volatility because now we have these, 8-point candles. I'll be lucky to grab 4 points of it. Yep, diddling. Diddle diddle. Still looks bullish though. Back to the point of control. Nice. So just been shorting this. Value area high. All right, so we have a value area high. Ooh. Value area high, value area low. Shorts, longs. Yep, just trading the volume profile right now, Sebastian. We don't have much more to work with. We are chopping through the upper band. I haven't even looked at the New York. New York, we're chopping around VWAP, aren't we? That is not indicative of anything. We got to hold above that to one way or the other. Yeah, it is tough, JP. You got to grab your couple of points, really, the bigger size, my opinion, my humble opinion. Yes. In fact, I would say this LVN is now gone. It's been filled in. This one still stays. 29 and 25. So it's a little different now. It's more like there. LVN is a low volume node, Kurt. I do use the New York VP. I don't use the market open profile. Yeah. So this is a market open profile. This is the volume profile from the New York Open. That's the same thing. New York session is the market open. This is United States equities, right? US equities don't open for London or Asia, right? This is the US stock market we're trading. Futures does trade throughout the night, right? But it doesn't open, so to speak. The New York Stock Exchange and many of the stocks that are included in the index here opens for the US stock market. You can always see that right down here. That's what I'm trading, time frame, right at the bottom. At the midnight open. What opens at midnight? Remind me, guys, what opens at midnight? The midnight open. No, Asia opens at 8 p.m. Sarah. So, nope. Nothing opens at midnight, Sarah. That was a trick question. You lose. ICT's milk bar. No, I don't have a soundboard. I did that with my actual sound making abilities. There's also people on YouTube mocking ICT. So all inclusive mockery. Man, this is a tight zone. Where do we go from here? We're in about a what? 23 point, not even really. Yeah, 23 point value area on the profile. From here to here. 28 and a quarter. 28 points, we'll call it. Maybe he doesn't actually know how to trade. Sarah, you must be joking about the Robbins Cup, right? Okay. Sarcasm doesn't always come through written word, so just wanted to make sure. Okay, well, let's see if the markets get anything else. We did get that bounce off of VWAP on gold. God damn it. Oh, part of my language. That would have been a great trade. Anybody take it? You never really would have went red. It was a 90 tick banger. I would assume we're breaking through this time on gold. Nope. Another rejection there. But now we're trading between weekly lower band and Globex VWAP. Where are they bringing this thing? Maybe return to value on the week. Now that we're trading in weekly band. Weekly lower band here. Little scalp long. On gold. So far today, I've traded NQ, ES, Dow, and gold. Trying to switch things up a little bit, guys. Make it a little more interesting around here. I'm having a pretty good day. Hogs? No, I had a bad experience with hogs, Sebastian. It's like the VWAP wave works anywhere. There's the long. Look at that. Come on. What happened to my LVN that I had here? Still here. 29 to 25. Coincidentally, right at the VWAP. I was long on gold. I'm no longer long on gold. I still like it long. I already took my piece. But we're starting to build a pretty big distribution here. You know, if we break below, 51.3. Nice, Allie. Allie grabbed it. This might be one of the, let's see, what is the IB on this so far today? This is the high. Oh, it's up there. It's probably the second tightest. If we open up initial balance in this current range, this will probably be the second smallest initial balance of the last 4 weeks. I think we beat one other time. We were closer. We were at 57. Yes, these are the settings I use in the book. Yes. Yeah, if I took the MS short from session VWAP. Okay, so that would be, I generally don't fade the second deviation bands. Kev? So you took what, the short here? I mean, that's not really a setup, no. We have the VWAP Bounce, right? Which didn't really pan out a little bit. But if it breaks, then we're looking to go long down here. We're not looking to short this because this can oftentimes just be a trap. Today it wasn't, but many times it is. Gold's been going crazy. This is not new. Looks like a short. See what happens. Oh, sure seems like buyers are exhausted up here, doesn't it? Nice. Caught that short there. I'm just racking it up. The tape is just so weak, guys, at this point. For buyers. Seems everyone is exhausted. Sure does. $20. Don't screw it up. Don't screw it up. Man, the open interest on gold, 97% long. Screw it up. Wouldn't that be cool if you could just put $20 in the account and get your payout? That would be awesome. Yeah, pretty much. I'm doing my charting up on NQ. And then I trade on the DOM on Project X. Yep. Exactly. Well, would you look at that? Buyer stepped in there at value area low. Weird. Super weird. Yeah, Drysdale's on a heater. Corey, you missed it. I traded gold. I traded NQ, Dow, ES, you name it. I took all the setups. Looks like a fade here, guys. Still looks like it's fading. After this move, it's like it's flagging, right? Same thing on the Delta. Looks like it's flagging. Yeah, Top Step uses Project X. They just call it Top Step X. Same platform. All right, this is our low volume area. Does it crack it? Nobody knows. I said why I put the arrow there, Maestro. I gotta pay attention. This is the value area low. Bounced, man. Look at that bounce. 15 points. There you go, AJ. That's a good plan. Yeah. And the opportunity cost, right, of staying in a trade. Especially as day traders trading with lots of leverage. Right? Sometimes the bigger opportunity is to take several opportunities in the course of an hour or two than trying to make one trade work the entire time. That's one of the benefits of day traders trading with leverage. Otherwise, you could just buy stocks or whatever and hold them, swing them, Wait for pullbacks, buy long, right? No need to day trade. That's a value area low on the profile. The blue one. All right, let's see what happens down here. This is an interesting area, 2528, low volume node. Still have a lot of buyers here. Long at 43.5. Thrilled with my positioning. I really don't want it to tank out of here. Oh boy. All right, now we're coming down to VWAP here. A little better positioning. This is the spot. I'm trying to push it down. Come on. Yeah. Oh man, I should just left it. It's all right. Took a little loss on that. Just mismanaged it a bit. Hi, Shelly. Gotta be fast. Gotta be fast around these parts. And see how much it bounces or whether it's an anemic bounce and breaks through it. But Man, look at the Russell. Russell is now green. All right, Bill. That's too far back. Aim higher. I really doubt people are still positioned in futures oil from 2012. Yeah, nice banana. It also lined up with VWAP and an LVN that I had marked out. So worked out nice, didn't it? I'll be right back. So we caught the VWAP bounce long, LVN, PDC long, fade value or extremes. Caught a lot of these trades. All right, let's see if it breaks it here. Still working it. If it cracks, we can go down to 10. We could drop 20 points from here easily. I would say 10 is the next level and then 89. Whoop, there goes. You're very welcome, David. I don't know how people trade all day. I really don't. What a mentally taxing thing to try and do. You know, maybe trading 1 or 2 hours and then taking a big break and coming back for another hour or two. Like that I can get. Maybe evening session and morning session. Well, the gold sessions in Asia is turning out to be also somewhat of a social club, which I think is awesome. You guys are getting close. Good morning, Natalie. Yeah, we use multiple VWAPs. More than we use them quite often. New York VWAP. I have the weekly upper band right here. This is the weekly VWAP right here. Down here. Monthly is down here. We're very far from it, but yeah, I have all of them. Multiple VWAPs, multiple levels of confluence. For those of you guys who are new to the stream, welcome. Be sure to check out the book, best-selling book on Amazon, the VWAP Wave System. This will get you in line with the system itself and the actual setups that we're trading. Right down there to the weekly upper band. Weekly upper band right here. All right, about 1,500. That's my profit target for today. Little bounce there. Let's see what we get next. So next areas of interest are going to be, we haven't quite gotten to weekly upper band yet. That's going to be at 11, which it kind of, if you front ran it, now it's going to back test this low volume node and VWAP. Let's see if we trade right back through it or it holds short. Then our next real area of interest is going to be down here, 90, 95. Back test short worked. Nice for anybody who grabbed that. bounced, right? So now we're trading between this area, right? This is excellent level to level trading. This is where we thrive in VWAP Wave. Really nice setup. So much better than yesterday. So nice and clean. All right, long off of weekly upper band. So that's a great example of one of the weekly VWAPs, higher time frame level, creating an excellent long location, 20 points long off of that. Well, that's not uncommon, JP. When you have a bit, a short bias coming into a long trend day to the upside. Yeah, full life. These are we call climax candles, right? So we're measuring volume events, right? So capitulation candles, candles that have overwhelmingly large amount of volume in it, and then we tag them with a anchored VWAP. To the top if they're green, to the bottom if they're red. And then they have deviations, and that's traded according to the VWAP wave system. And that's a whole nother lesson. We're not going to go on that net right now, but you can learn that in the book. Cool, man. Welcome to the stream. I also have a lot of other videos you can check out. I have a couple of playlists on the channel you can go through that will explain some of these concepts in a little more detail. How we use the deviations, not just as a lot of people use VWAP just simply as a support and resistance line. We use it to determine fair value, like in auction market theory, and whether we have. Why did all my arrows just disappear? Okay. Whether we're in a balance market or price discovery, and then we can use that because it's a fractal concept. So, we'll do it at different points in time, weekly, monthly VWAPs, capitulation candles. We layer it on with the volume profile to tell a fuller story, and creates a pretty awesome framework for day trading. Yeah, close position will keep your any open orders live, whereas flat and all will close your position and cancel all your open orders at the same time. Okay, back to VWAP. So things are a little slower here. Why can't I hear my tick strike? There we go. We have 4 core setups in the system, and then 4 advanced setups. So this is price discovery continuation long. That's one of the setups. VWAP Bounce. Fade value area extremes. And the return to value. Four core setups that materialize many times a day. Yeah, Vitsi, I don't blame. I mean, usually when it's coming down to VWAP, right, it's usually barreling down to it. So you got to trust the setup. Doesn't work, you manage your risk, right? It's just a high probability setup. That's the best you're ever going to get in trading. You're never going to get a guarantee. There's no confirmation that's going to guarantee your trade's going to work. You know, I know we want to feel all warm and fuzzy. Somebody to massage your shoulders and whisper in our ears telling you to take the trade. But ultimately, you see your setup, you take it. So the first hour of trading, of regular trading hours, is called the initial balance. Whereas then you're confusing other trading systems like orbs, all right? That's an opening range breakout. We don't do that. Right? Because the initial balance could set up, depending on market structure and the auction, a fade as well, not just a breakout trade. There's a lot more to it. Everybody likes to simplify. If it breaks above this line, you buy, right? Except every other retail trader is doing that, and I can assure you, 80% plus are losing. Or do we want to do the same thing as everybody else that's losing? I mean, come on. Orb has been around, you know, I don't know. I love that idea, Michael. Nice, Ghost Rider. And then there's inside the book, includes a month of the premium Discord for free. It's included in the book. Once you get the book, you'll have a code in there that you can scan. We get started in the premium Discord at 9:30 a.m. YouTube goes live around 10, and it's a little bit delayed as opposed to the Discord, which is low latency. I've been trading for 15 years, David. I started in 2010. I haven't been a full-time trader that entire time, but in different periods of my life, I have been full-time. And I've been a full-time trader for the last 5 years. Yeah, the Discord actually never really does stop per Corey's. We have voice channels where members in the Discord share their screen, share their mics, and they trade pretty much all hours of the day. So we have members in London, Australia, all over the United States, Canada, South America. JP, theoretically, you could still use your code. It's a one-time use code for anybody in their WAP account. It's in the back of the book. It's in the back. There's a special QR code. David, I had a very large marketing agency. I had 40 employees. I owned one of the largest done-for-you social media agencies in probably in the world at the time. I got in on that ship early, and I sold it. I sold that business to an equity firm. So I didn't invent the concepts and the ideas behind the system. I did write the system. I did write the setups and a lot of the rationale behind it, but it's based on a lot of pre-existing ideas. So I can't claim to say I invented everything about VWAP, but I took a lot of the ideas and I married it into a system that makes it a lot easier to trade, because a lot of people get theory and concepts, but they don't get a hard system to be able to know what to look for, setups, how to trade it. So that's what I put together. Back to VWAP here, same low volume node, which is starting to get filled in now. It's not as low anymore. My brother does manage a hedge fund. That is correct. Isn't that side more profitable than day trading? Yes, it is likely a lot more profitable than day trading. But also, I don't want to be my brother.
The US to sell 110 billion before we build.
My lifestyle is way better than my brother's lifestyle. I can tell you that right now. Money isn't everything, Robin. So they mentioned a couple of people have heard that my brother works in a hedge fund in New York City. He's done that for a very long time. He specializes in fixed interest rate products like government securities. Let's just say those guys drink a lot. And it's not because they're having fun. All right. Thanks, AJ. Appreciate it, man. So What I show here is a scalping strategy, yes, because I think it's far easier as a day trader to grab level-to-level trades. If you're looking for bigger moves, I don't know why you'd want a day trade. Why don't you swing trade? It's a lot easier. Time is on your side if you use less leverage and swing trade versus day trading. It's a lot easier to catch the bigger moves. Yeah. Did you get your $20, Roadrunner? Or are you just freaking out and just, oh, all right. Good job, man. Yeah, that's the whole point of the lockout button, isn't it? All right, so we have another somewhat of an LVN up here at 650. So it'll be interesting to see what happens right here. If we can reclaim above it, we'll probably go to 60. And if we can reclaim 60, 75, and then maybe we try another stab at all-time highs. You talk about on gold, Andy? I would assume you're talking, or NQ. We don't know which symbol you're talking about. Yeah. Yep. All right, bounce off 50. Not surprisingly, that was a key LVN right in the middle of this distribution. You can't see it as detailed on TradingView. Looks way better on tick data chart, but it's quite significant at 53, and that's exactly where we went to. You could see the toolkit marking the level out. That little gray line. It's exactly where we went to. Gold's just been in a bit of a upswing here. We longed gold here. We took this long. Now we chopped around VWAP. It's going up, right? But now we're coming to value area high. Return to value on the week, but also monthly, So there could be a short here, but be a tough one to take. I would look at it for a scalp, but no real great setup here based on the system. I do see a higher time frame short. Here at 4,000, maybe at 80. So a couple key levels to look for a short. But, you know, we'll probably, what I expect to happen is this. This is cool, guys. So the VWAP Wave System book is still now top 5 book. Top 5 in futures trading on Amazon. It's number 31 in investment analysts and strategy, number 42 in online trading, but number 5 in futures trading. Heck yeah. Top 5 book in that entire category on Amazon. Is it one? I didn't, I guess it is, huh? Awesome. Good to know. I really thought about it. It seems high. That's a great idea, Corey. I don't know. I'm probably going to dress up a little bit for the trader conference. Usually people dress up nicely for these things. Jackets and stuff. Ties. I mean, you can, AJ. You can. But people tend to dress a little nicer, just as a heads up. I don't like dressing up either, guys. I'm a shorts, t-shirt, and flip-flops guy, literally 98% of the time. I do not like wearing monkey suits or anything like that. But you know, sometimes we gotta look good. Sometimes. My wife says so. I do. I call shoes foot prisons. Accurate. Like a grown up, JP. That's just right. The thing is, I've been self employed for most of my life, since my 20s. So I've gotten quite used to doing things as I want to do them. All right, guys. I have a class I'm running for Inner Circle at 11:30 here, so I'm going to wrap up a little early so I can grab a little bite to eat. We are continuing to trade in this distribution. The distribution has gotten fleshed out a little wider. We kind of have a line in the sand right in the middle. So I'd look for longs above it, buy the bottom, short the top. That's the plan until that fundamentally changes and we get a different context. We'll be on tonight, 7 o'clock. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be trading pre-Asia Open. We'll usually be looking at NQ and gold for the most part, or anything else that's moving. And we'll be back at it tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the New York Open, 10 a.m. on YouTube. You guys, those of you on YouTube, you can grab a trial for the premium. Post a link in for that. And we'll be back at it tomorrow. For those of you in the premium Discord, you can hop into one of the trader lounges where we're trading NQ, ES, gold. You can share your mic, share your screens, collaborate with the other VWAP Wave System traders. If you're going to continue trading, be sure to manage your risk, stay sharp. Tomorrow's another trading day. If you're having a good day, think about locking it up. If you're having a bad day, think about locking it up. Otherwise, be sure to manage that risk. We'll be back at it this evening. Hope to see you there. If not, we'll see you tomorrow morning, traders. Have a wonderful day.